We have the arrival of our honorable chief guest along with coordinators and teachers. Marie Curie once said, and I quote, "Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that in future we may fear less." Namaskar, respected guest speakers, coordinators, teachers, and students. I very now cordially welcome our esteemed guests on the behalf of Science Department of ITL Public School. We all have gathered here to be a part of this workshop where we will be exploring different ways in which we can practice chemistry in an environment-friendly way. Before we start with the event, let me introduce all our resource
Hello.
Sidwani
Hello.
and our guest speaker for the event, Dr. Shivram. Dr. Indra Sidwani retired as an associate professor from Gandhi College, University of Delhi, after a distinguished 40-year career in chemistry education. With a specialization in inorganic and coordination chemistry, she completed her LSc and PhD from University of Delhi and pursued postdoctoral research in the USA and Canada. Dr. Sidhwani is renowned for her efforts in promoting green chemistry education. She has authored a book on green chemistry experiments and contributed to various other publications. Her contributions extend to curriculum development and peer reviewing for prestigious journals. In recognition for her outstanding work, she has received several new awards, including the Meritorious Teacher Award from the Government of NCT Delhi in 2013 and the Excellence in Teaching and Innovation Award in 2015. Dr. Sidvani's dedication to education and innovating new things has left a lasting impact in the field of chemistry. Her unwavering commitment to promoting green chemistry education has inspired students and educators alike. We are truly grateful for her invaluable contributions to our academic community. I will now request MD Chemistry and Coordinator Dr. Vaishali Mishra to kindly felicitate Indu Ma'am with a planter. Kindly accept our token of gratitude, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now, allow me to introduce to our guest speaker for the event, Dr. Shivram Misra, an eminent scientist and environmentalist, former additional director from Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Sciences, DRDO, Delhi, where she headed the Department of Biochemical Sciences. With a PhD in chemistry and postdoctoral experience at Harvard School of Public Health, Harvard University, USA, and the University of Quebec, Canada. Dr. Misra has guided numerous students from MSc, MTech, and PhD. She has authored over 100 research papers and contributed chapters to various books on environmental science and phytochemistry. She holds 2 international and 2 national patents on arsenic remediation and 5 patents on herbal production. Dr. Misra currently serves as the president of the NGO Save the Environment Kolkata, focusing on combating arsenic poisoning and providing clean drinking water in rural areas. Additionally, she is the vice president of the National Environment Science Academy, New Delhi, promoting environmental sciences and setting up regional chapters for information dissemination. She is the life member of several national and international professional societies chief editor of two journals on environmental and health sciences, and a reviewer for many international journals. Dr. Misra has received numerous awards, including Women and Technological Innovation Award in 2004, Eminent Scientist of the Year Award in 2009, and the Bharat Jyoti Award in 2012. Her research areas include analytical and environmental chemistry, pollution control, and development of herbal products. I would now again like to request HOD Biology, Shikha Sikka ma'am, to kindly felicitate Shubhra ma'am with a plant. Kindly accept my token of gratitude, ma'am. Token of appreciation of Dr. Indu by Dr. Vishal. Has been dedicatedly working towards the mission to spread awareness and consumer communities and to provide cost-effective, energy-efficient, and environment-friendly technologies. Token of appreciation of Dr. Shipra by Dr. Vishali ma'am. Safety Environment was founded by Dr. Pralay Basu with a vision to protect present and future generations from various environmental hazards. STE was registered in 1990 under the West Bengal Society's Registration Act and has since been dedicated to working towards the mission to spread awareness and motivation among rural communities and to provide cost-effective, energy-efficient, and environment-friendly technologies. In our pursuit, in our journey, we have been graciously supported by the AIIHPH Kolkata, the India-Canada Environment Facility, and the Department of Science and Technology, DRDO, Government of India. One of the major objectives that STA works on is to target complete eradication of groundwater arsenic contamination, especially in the states of West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar, because these are the states which are most severely affected. So ST has been working very actively with DRDO to promote and implement a low-cost arsenic removal technology developed by DRDO, which has been named the DRDO Arsenic Removal Technology, DART in short. Filters based on the DART technology have been installed in different areas, namely the North 24 Parganas, Shantipur, Nadia, Hooghly districts in West Bengal, Balia in Uttar Pradesh, and Bhagalpur in Bihar. Regular health camps are also conducted by the STE with the help of doctor volunteers, and we are continuously striving towards. It's just a trial. We have not achieved yet, but yes, we are striving towards eradicating arsenic contamination in groundwater completely. More than 5,000 DART filters have been installed so far. These are some of the salient features of the filters. That is, it requires no power, no electricity or battery is required. It's quite robust, maintenance-free, and cost-effective. Since it is based on a simplistic technique, hence it is user-friendly, and easy waste disposal is also guaranteed. Here we can see some photographs of distribution and installation of the DART filters in various areas of West Bengal, Bihar, and UP. And it's an honor that DART has been recognized by being conferred several of these honors, as mentioned on the screen. Okay. STE is grateful for all the various reputed institutes and organizations who have been very kindly associated with us to conduct workshops, conferences, and also special events such as Earth Day and Ozone Day. Special thanks
to keep Dean to University of Bhubaneswar for the enthusiasm to organize the Ozone Day event this year. Here we can see photographs of Environment Day celebrations in Kolkata in the year 2019. School students very enthusiastically participated in the program and revealed their contemporary ideas in raising awareness about environment protection. ST also tries to conduct regular tree plantation drives, as can be seen here. In October 2020, the National Conference on Water Crisis, Public Health and Sustainable Solutions and the very first annual meet of ST was organized in Insa, New Delhi. WCPHS was graced by Dr. Rajendra Singh, who is famously known as the Jal Purush of India, and Dr. Mahendra Singh, the then Minister of Jal Shakti UP government. The two-day conference was an intellectual assembly of stalwarts from the field of water, environment and health, as well as social activists and students. In February 2020, before the pandemic locked us all down, the Science Festival and National Conference on Environment and Society, Interlinkages and Coexistence was organized in association with Hindu College Delhi. Numerous valuable lectures were delivered by eminent personalities. Students raised the momentum of the event by various activities like debates, group discussions, and poster. STE was unhindered in the pandemic and continued with its efforts by organizing special webinars on the occasion of World Environment Day and also other focused webinars in association with Encrom Enterprises Mumbai. In the summer of 2020, Cyclone Amphan hit several districts of West Bengal and caused extensive damage. STE team, along with Milan Samiti, Anandpur, and St. Paul's School, Kolkata, set off as a front runner in rescue operations by distributing dry food and other relief items to the affected people. As part of our activities under adversities, STE weekly webinar series was started on 15th August 2020 to address various contemporary topics related to environment and health while encouraging an interdisciplinary approach. The webinar series, comprising extremely edifying talks delivered by distinguished scientists and professors, was hugely applauded. Here are our speakers who kindly graced the webinar series. These are memories from World Ozone Day 2020, as can be seen here. In December 2020, the International Conference on Environment, Water, Agriculture, Sustainability and Health, EWASH 2020, and the second annual meet of STE was organized in kind collaboration with CSIR Leading Hindu College and RSC North India section and ESDA New Delhi. The two-day conference was an illustrious amalgamation of eminent scientists, academicians, researchers, activists, and students. Here are some glimpses from EWASH. In 2021, students from the Heritage School Kolkata boosted the momentum by collaborating with STE for World Environment Day. As part of our humble social efforts, STE organized free ration camps and also vaccination camp during the second wave that had seriously affected our nation, with kind donations from all our members and others also. Last year's edition of Ozone Day can be seen here, where it was organized jointly with the School of Interdisciplinary and Transdisciplinary Sciences, ITL, New Delhi. These are photographs from EWASH 2021, which was kindly supported by Nabar. We are happy to share some memorable moments from the recently concluded International.
Ma'am, that was such an interesting and impactful video on saving the environment. Your NGO indeed is doing wonders in contributing to the planet. Now I would like to request Ishit and Karsimar to take over the mic and give us an insight on what green chemistry actually is.
Thank you, Verena. But I'm a little confused, Ishit. What exactly is green chemistry? Why do we promote it?
I'm glad you asked that question, Kursiman. It's something that I'm very curious about. In a world where environmental consciousness is not just a choice, but a necessity. The principles of green chemistry offer us a ray of hope. It's not just a scientific concept, it's a commitment to safeguarding our planet while continuing to advance technologically and economically.
That's so interesting. Green chemistry is all about innovation. It's about reimagining the way we produce products, the way we manufacture material, and the way we conduct research. It's about finding solutions that minimize or even eliminate the use of generation of hazardous substances.
It is a way of thinking and is about utilizing the existing knowledge and principles of chemistry and other sciences to reduce the adverse impact on the environment. It is a production process that would bring about minimum pollution or deterioration to the environment. The byproducts generated during a process, if not used gainfully, add to the environmental pollution.
Such processes are not only environmentally unfriendly, but also cost ineffective. The waste generation and its disposal both are economically unsound. Utilization of existing knowledge base for reducing the chemical hazards, along with developmental activities, is the foundation of green chemistry.
But owing to the fact that we are the ones who are still learning, I don't think we have enough knowledge on this topic, considering how our lives are constantly surrounded by and are all about doing activities that are not good for an environment, even when we try our best not to do so.
I agree with that. Yes. So now I would like to invite our resource person, Dr. Indu Sedwani, to share with all the eager students sitting here today her views on the same and her part on how we can practice chemistry in a green and eco-friendly way. Ma'am, the stage is all yours. My workshops are done in universities and colleges. And I believe that but 1995, after that, I must be a great fan. Age. I think really exciting. I think definitely after that, right? I cannot green chemistry one semester course that is minimum cannot be done in 1.5 hours. So I try to do as much as possible. So green chemistry is essential building blocks of sustainable development. There is a very good saying which says that we have not inherited the earth from our forefathers, but we have borrowed it from our children. So that is very true. You should not think that जो मेरा मन करेगा मैं करूंगी, that is not right. Because when you borrow something, you have to be really careful. So that is the start of it. Clean chemistry is not like environmental chemistry. Environmental chemistry पहले गन कर दो, then you think of इसको ठीक कैसे करना है. Whereas in clean chemistry we say गंदी क्यों करें? Why do we have waste? That is the difference. It's a new, not a new branch of chemistry. It's the way chemistry is practiced in the lab. So that these days, when you go to a lab, if you are a green, I mean our lab in my college lab and some more labs, you will find that पता नहीं चलता कि chemistry lab because with the fumes and all, you know the way to chemistry lab. Now this is not the case, and I would like to say that very good student. She has heard me in 2016 in chemistry course all the way real mining. So I think I've given some workshops and all. So happy. Okay. And we are molecular architects. We design molecules that provide the basis for materials and goods to meet human needs and demands. Now it is said that by 2030, the number of chemicals are going to increase almost double the thing. So they are going to be harmful in some way. Challenges are huge. There are environmental and health issues due to the effect of these chemicals. The big question is how the chemical development is done without costing the earth. We need tools that chemistry needs to develop, fulfill humanitarian and human goals. And this is the very principle of chemistry, which are the tools that this particular environment safety. Positive aid chemistry has, we know that the life expectancy has increased because of chemistry. We have very good pharmaceutical drugs, we have clean drinking water, we have safe and light weight elements and so on. We have very good transport system, clothing is also good. Now, chemical industry is often used by general public as causing more harm than good. This is because the industry is perceived as being polluting and causing significant environmental damage. There are disasters, there are eutrophication, foaming rivers, persistent organic chemicals, pollutants, and open. Now, I'll give some very few examples, though I used to so many other things. First is because our Yamuna river is a problem, so I always give this example of Chia river, it's not so high. But a very industrial waste was thrown in this particular river, and you have some gasoline, oil, and so on. The river was boiling in the others. Fire has been many times, and it was only when Time magazine told about this then problem, then cleaning this now, I think it has been last 2-3 years we have been talking about Chattika, and we find that this is foaming river. As we throw in the Yamuna river, we add pollutant, like we have industrial waste, soaps, detergents, and kettle salt. So when education takes place, then foam is given out, and women stand in this foaming river, which is a toxicity that you don't know how much toxicity is there, and then you know really bad. So this is our Yamuna river. It's clean to some extent, but so much money is happening, but we have to take care of it. Like my students did, I sent them before puja and after puja and to see what are the different constituents present in the river and found the river. They said the river about to die. So it is very important that we should not such kind of it. Now this is snowfall in Bengaluru. We all know that. Rivers, lakes in Bengaluru. That was built in about 1600. And then, you know, now we have, I think in 1965, there were about 200 left, and now there are only 18 left. What is happening? The same kind of foam which we have in our Yamuna river, but you will find it is so foul smelling that even goes to the nearby lane road where the vehicles are traveling, and it's very difficult to drive in that particular area. So many RTIs are done, but nothing has done so far. I wanted to make another slide at time, or I wrote something and then I lost that page and I did the literature survey once again. There is a fellow by the name of Anand, last name I don't know. When he was young, very small, he would go to the village and sit there for many hours. He's a mechanical engineer. So then he decided that sleepless things are very bad. So then with the help of his company and later on his network, and Chola dynasty has some very good, the thing to reclaim your lost place. So he's doing that, and he has done a very good work, and he has many ways which are very good. Now the thing is that then right leg ऊपर वो debris started laying on their building houses. See, it's so sad. About 1,000 lakes. कोई गॉड से बन गया, कोई बस स्टॉप बन गया, कुछ बन गया now. Water scarcity is very much in the case of Bangalore. Some of you may go after the information technology and Bangalore. And so many Bhopal gas tragedy. Dear to my heart to talk about Bhopal gas tragedy, because tragedy had occurred because of the problems with the reactions in the particular. I don't want to discuss about the detail about this particular tragedy, but this had happened. And this had happened because of the carburetor. And the starting materials are phosgene and methylamine, and methyl isocyanate, which is given out. And the problem had occurred because of the methyl isocyanate. The storing the tank was not good, it was leaking or something, pressure was there, methyl isocyanate was given out, and so many deaths had occurred. And then we have to sit down and get carbon. This is Bhopal gas tragedy, Union Carbide reputation in India. You see underneath we have beta-nitol to add phosgene. This means phosgene is common in both the cases. But in this case, there is no formation of methyl isocyanate. And that was the culprit. So methyl isocyanate, this thing had taken place. So the thing is, what you don't have can't harm you. The same thing can be prepared by two methods. In one method, you have methyl isocyanate, and another thing, I mean, just seriously used to happen. हर चीज को स्टोर करके रखो जैसे बाद में मिलनी नहीं है. Even in a company, they are making carburetor. As and when you need phosgene, as and when you need methylamine, as and when you need methyl isocyanate, you should be doing the reaction. It's not that just store it and then after that. So these days, so I want to tell you about inherent safety. What is inherent safety? Hazard and operability studies are performed well before the plant fails. Chemical plants are designed to be safe, but most of them are not inherently safe. What is the meaning of inherently safe? It is well documented that over 60% of all accidents at chemical manufacturing plants are caused either by mechanical failure or by operational error. That is very common. But now we say IST seeks to avoid accidents and incidents by asking, can the hazard be eliminated by redesigning the problem? So the one which was done in USA is the redesigning of that particular, but nobody bothered about India at that time. That was a safer one. So these days, according to 12 principle of green chemistry, which is safer chemistry, whenever there is an accident which is occurring, the first thing they ask is, क्या process use करें? Manually, technically the problems are there. So you are, you have the proper workshop for that. But regarding this thing, you have to do research. Research is very, very important. Because these days research is going on कि बहुत solvents नहीं use करना, तो ये नहीं करना, so that is. So I always say, what you don't have can't harm you. In H2S analysis, if you don't have H2S, you're not going to get toxicity. Because I read in one environmental chemistry book, one I was teaching them environmental chemistry, and that said that H2S sometimes is more toxic than HCl. That is the time when myself and my colleague started that why expose our children to H2S if they are fortunate. Okay, safer design हो गया. Then these are some more accidents. You must be aware of such accidents. I don't want to highlight these accidents, but this is very important. Thalidomide disaster. It was in early 60s. This thalidomide drug was given to pregnant ladies for morning sickness without testing on that how the drug is going to affect the fetus of the mother. It will be sad to know that the children born after the mother had taken this thalidomide, they were liveless. It was still there in Europe. This medicine, this thalidomide is used for some other disease, but then they realized that it's killing sickness, killing So, America, you don't find any thalidomide patient there, liveless person, because they have very stringent laws. They said, जब तक इसको आप अच्छे से नहीं करोगे check, हम नहीं देंगे. So, one or two persons gave, doctors get gifts of medicines and all those things. So they had given their patient only one or two. Okay, thalidomide is the isomer. We have two isomers, optical isomers, R and S. One is for the disease and one is for the birth. So there is everything. You know that 50% of one and 50% is covered, but sometimes you have the conversion. So now these days, advancement in catalyst is so much that you have enantiomeric catalyst which can take out only the isomer which is needed for the pesticide. Pesticide. I was so pesticide made there is a very good product industry, Silent Spring by Michelle Carson. And it was that time that she found that DDT was, now it is banned, but DDT insecticide caused pesticide poisoning in birds 40 years ago, today which is still with us along with other toxic pesticides and herbicides. So क्या था, thinning of egg was taking place, and उससे pesticide से जो bald eagles थे वो खत्म हो गए. When she wrote this book, first edition itself was sold 500,000 copies of and then people got aware that all of the things which we are using, pesticide, insecticide, this kind of thing. Perhaps you know about the cancer train which is coming from Batinda to Bikaner. Have you heard of this? You know, Punjab हमारा कितना green था किसी जमाने में. Now, बहुत सारा cocktail of pesticide is put on the crop. And उससे क्या है, people are inhaling these pesticides. Nobody has told them कि कितना चाहिए, कितना नहीं चाहिए. So so many people are affected by cancer. And there is no cancer hospital nearby. So they have to go from Bhatinda to Bikaner. That means such a sad thing that train is cancer treated. So many patients are going. So these pesticides and insecticides are very, very toxic. And one has to be careful कि हमारे पास herbal की बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. आप plant से बहुत मैं बताएंगे कि कितना कुछ कर सकते हैं आप लोग. And then so many things you can do as a bio person and everyone knows कि हम कैसे कैसे चीजें बना सकते. Marie Curie, talk about Marie Curie. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry. That was year of science. So I was in Puerto Rico, I had gone there to present the paper, and there this was, in a grand scale, it was and we also, when I came there, we also had to speak. So then we called students from many schools nearby, and then we showed them about various techniques we got in college. So that was the first time I interacted with. So Mary Curie used to ride her bicycle carrying her radiant in her pocket, and she died of cancer. Now, environmental disasters became the rallying point for the environment laws. It is suggested that history of planet Earth is compressed into 1 year. Then humans have existed on Earth for the last 15 minutes, and most of the industrialization has been at the last 1 minute. This is much more than the time since the start of mankind. Although quality of life and production has caused this much more. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, हमारे एक विस्तार लॉ की इजराइल में हमारे में एंशिएंट इंडिया में वैदिक कल्चर वाज हीलिंग अबाउट द environment was sense. Then punishment were given for cutting trees. And Dwarka in 2000 BC, I'm talking of 1500 and 500 BC, we were aware of. बोलते थे ना अशोक ने साइड में पेड़ लगवाए सब कुछ किया, so we knew about this sector of plantation and knew about pollution and diseases, especially air and water, and gave instructions for it. This is the first act. It is a very good like कि जो आपका वेस्ट जनरेटेड है उसको अगर हम यूटिलाइज कर ले तो बाय प्रोडक्ट होता है. It can happen in this case also, but this is a very this reaction is not good. HCl is given out. HCl is respiratory problem. Another thing is calcium sulfide. Calcium sulfide is a very foul smelling chemical, and this chemical what they said इसको आप as pesticide कर लो, then but the land became bad. But this is the first known act. Through these incidents, one learns about the hidden facts about safety and movement to prevent such incidences in future. Instead of worrying about the environmental loss, stakeholders should be made aware of the key methodology to prevent various incidents. So here we start with green chemistry. First, the introduction had to be like that. The problem, we get the problems, but then why have system and become a sustainable future. Now, I had the privilege of meeting Professor Dwarka, father of history, and Professor Anastas. Professor Anastas is friend of brother of Warner's friend. So both of them decided that something for the for chemistry. Professor Warner's 2-year-old son died of a mysterious disease, and he has about 250 patents in organic chemistry, pharmaceuticals, and so on. So he thought that maybe he had effect of some patient, effect of one chemical that his son has died of mysterious disease. And that time he was going back. He's so good when he was and he's, I mean, like I have started to do chemistry because of this important. His wife and the Vietnamese, they have a beyond benign organization. You must search that. You will find many things for school students and university students. And there are many more things happening beyond benign organization. I got the opportunity to go to Boston and visit his lab. So, बता तो दिया कि what is green chemistry, design of chemicals and products and processes that reduce or eliminate the use of generation of hazardous substances. We have to consider both the reactants as well as products as well as the processes and to see what is ganda and what is acha. You know, previously people did not know about the toxic hai ya nahi. Take for example, आपने निकल टेट्रा कार्बोनाइल सुना होगा that we do for nickel metallurgy. Nickel tetra carbonyl form purification gives you nickel plus carbon monoxide, and carbon monoxide is really toxic. देखा ना सर्दियों में टीवी चला के सो जाते हैं, कमरा बंद कर देते हैं, तो carbon monoxide binds more strongly than hemoglobin and oxygen. So in this case also there were many deaths, and when we realize there are many deaths, that means something is wrong in the process. But now we have LD50 thing you do rat के ऊपर या किसी के ऊपर you do toxicity test, इतना कम वैल्यू होगा उतना ज्यादा टॉक्सिक होगा that is reactive. So I think जो acidic anhydride का हम that's this or this that we are going to okay, now I'm coming to 12. I can go on and on, but I just give you the gist of that what is this principle. All are interlinked. Okay, first principle is prevention. It is better to prevent waste than to treat or clean up the waste after it is formed. So you have to see your process and you have to see what kind of waste it is generated. First thing is the waste which is generated should not be toxic. अगर पानी निकल रहा है by product, then पानी is not bad, it is not going to trouble you. But if you have carbon monoxide, like we have said in the coming even, then it is a waste. Another thing is the solvents. Pharmaceutical industry is the most polluting industry. Pharmaceutical industry में 1 kilogram से अगर आप start कर रहे हो, you end up with few grams of the particular product which we want to think. That means in all the processes, you are going to use so many solvents, so much of solvent. 5-step process है तो 5-step करके कितना waste generate होगा. So these days what and solvents क्या use होते हैं? Chlorinated hydrocarbons are very good solvents. Dichloromethane, chloroform is a very good carbon tetrachloride. But you know that they are so toxic, they are environmentally so unfriendly, they deplete the ozone layer. So we don't want to use such solvents. So in solvents, I tell you that we have solvents prepared from the organic or plant products. So, अगर आपको, let's say for example, you have Green Chemistry Challenge Awards. The pharmaceutical company is better to put money in their research rather than giving for the environmental as it's their cost. So this is becoming very, very important. 5-step process को अगर मैं 3 step बना लूँ, so I'll save so much of the solvents and so on. So they say that it is better to have A plus B is equal to C rather than A plus B giving you C plus D. I have so many case studies. I have also written a book in Green, you must have seen. In that book, I have given many stories so that sometimes you learn by those stories. So it is very interesting. So I am not asking you to buy the book. I am telling you that this book is being written especially for the undergraduate students so that they learn that how it is going to be. So second one is atom economy. First I was going to give you going to do a reaction in your lab, but I don't think we have time. Atom economy reaction, first you have to do theoretical calculation. That you write different ways of reactions and then you see which is the most atom economical. You take molar, कितने atoms आपके reactants में हैं, उतने ही atoms आपके products में आ जाएंगे तो 100% atom economy हो जाएगा. We people talk of only the मेरा कितना leak आया है. We don't talk about कि कितना आपका waste किया. So it is very, very important that you have to see what kind of a reaction you are doing. That is atom economy. तो आपको एटम इकोनॉमिकल में पहले सारा लिटरेचर करते हैं कि क्या आपको करना है and after that. Then third is less is average chemical. That we are going to take 3 examples, but H2S का बहुत अच्छा example है. H2S is the best analytical qualitative analysis that is to test of time for more than 140 years. Equilibria, aligning equilibria, solubility product है, सब कुछ है. क्या नहीं है जो सब खराब है, that is H2S. So there are ways by which and we are so much classical method इतने अच्छे लगते हैं कि we don't want to change those, but this is high time that those okay, safer chemicals, lining safer chemicals. जैसे सोप बनाते कुछ बनाते उसमें भी हम देखते हैं कि वो जो आपकी चेन है वो ब्रांच्ड है या नहीं and so on. So chemicals यही हो गया, HCN गंदा है, H2S गंदा है, ITL5 गंदा है, तो उसकी सबकी रिप्लेसमेंट करनी है. Pharmaceutical industries have done that. उन्होंने आप जाके देखना सॉल्वेंट रिप्लेसमेंट टेबल बनाएंगे. मेरे को बेंजीन नहीं यूज करना, मेरे को यूज करना है टॉलविन. टॉलविन is a better solvent than benzene. I want to tell you, when I was a BSc honors student, I used to pipette out benzene to do surface tension viscosity. Nobody told me that this is carcinogenic. Now we don't allow you to do such thing. अगर मेरे को viscosity सीखनी है, surface tension सीखना है, तो पानी से सीखना है. मेरे को क्या जरूरत है? अगर मेरे को करना पड़ेगा, then I find out कि मेरे पास micro है, उससे setup करके करूँगी. But Delhi University was not a very rich university, so only Saint Stephen picked it up the other way, but all other colleges were. So we have to, and it is the responsibility of the teacher. I have to distinguish the psychology, so two innovative projects, and I gave to a professor to fill up that performance from USA. He said, don't you think the problem lies with the students, teachers, rather than time की कमी है? Time की कमी है? ठीक है, फिर आपको सेफर देखना है, क्या चीज ज्यादा अच्छी है, क्या नहीं है. उसको कैसे पता चलेगा? You have something, अभी गूगल सर्च करके भी देख सकते हो. If you have phone, MSDF values, Material Safety Data Sheet. पहले कोई नहीं देखता था, हम लोगों ने शुरू करवाया है. मैंने भी स्टार्ट के कंपाउंड, आपको कल कुछ काम करना है नाइट्रोबेंजीन से, तो आप घर से देख के आओगे कि नाइट्रोबेंजीन को मेरे को कैसे हैंडल करना है, गुड और बैड. I want to give you one example. There was a professor in biochemistry, a very good professor. उसने टेट्राब्यूटाइल लिथियम को एक एक्सपेरिमेंट करना. She had worn 2 gloves. फिर भी little bit seeped into her gloves, and she died after 6. So think that all chemicals are bad. So then you try to see इसको कैसे करना. And when this Indian chemistry had come in USA, and then they started to say कि कौन से chemicals गंदे हैं, कौन से अच्छे हैं, तो उन्होंने कोई ग्रैंडफादर केमिकल्स करके उसको लिस्ट बना दी कि सब अच्छे हैं. इट्स नॉट दैट वो सब अच्छे हैं, ग्रैंडफादर या व्हाटएवर. तो उसके बाद उन्होंने बोला कि अब मैं पूछती कोई अच्छा है या नहीं. यू हैव ए फ्रॉम यूरोप, people are reach is the organization, they are sitting in India. आप कुछ बाहर नहीं दे सकते unless chemical का सारा thing. Just to tell you that we are doing chemistry, गंदी भी करती है और chemistry को अच्छा करना भी आता है. Okay, now safer solvents. Safer solvents. Solvent का काम यूरोप से शुरू हुआ था, that all reactions should be carried out in solvent. I think Socrates was the one who said that solvent is the main thing in any chemical reaction. So I think in 2000, Professor Tanaka from Japan, he gave solvents this first time. And उसकी introduction पढ़ो तो वो ये कहते हैं कि अगर आपके पास wine बनानी है, then you take fresh grapes. और अगर आप dry grapes लगते हैं तो आपकी wine नहीं करनी. अब दूध है वो खराब हो जाता है because solvent पानी है उसमें, बट आपका अगर ड्राई मीट है वो खराब नहीं होता. सिमिलरली अगर आप मीट ड्राइड मीट लो तो वो ठीक रहेगा, दूसरा वाला. तो देन दे सेड कि जब खराब नहीं हो रहा ड्राइड रिएक्शन को सॉल्वेंट की जरूरत क्या है. एंड दैट इज हाउ मैकेनोकेमिकल प्रोसेस स्टार्टेड. आई हैव अ पेशेंट मॉडल व्हिच इज ऑलवेज वेरी माय बैड. कुछ भी करना है पहले इसके देख लो रिएक्शन हो रहा है या नहीं. So you will realize that Ayukat has told that mechanochemical synthesis is the one of 10 synthesis which is very good for the industry. Now ये कहाँ से आया? Solvent की बात करें मैं mechanical बोलती हूँ. Solvent means the best solvent is no solvent. So mechanical in chemical industry they use one more reaction and you will find that without any solvent जब उसको freeze कर लो and then तुम्हारा compound saves time, no filtration, no heating, nothing, and you can do the reaction. But ये है कि पहले ट्रेडिशनल करके देखो, गंध पता चलेगा, टाइम पता चलेगा, then you do the green. That's what I told you, ma'am, कि पहले वो करा दो, but then there was time constraint or something. But I think she has done the extra functional test, so I'm happy that we can. ओके सो सॉल्वेंट हो गया, सॉल्वेंट बहुत सारे हैं, वाटर इज ए गुड सॉल्वेंट, नो सॉल्वेंट इज ए गुड सॉल्वेंट, एंड दीस डेज सॉल्वेंट्स वी मेक फ्रॉम नॉट फ्रॉम केमिकल, किसी और केमिकल्स बीट भी करोगे कुछ करोगे, फॉसिल फ्यूल्स आर डिप्लीटिंग, सो वी हैव टू हैव अल्टरनेटिव्स। और अभी बोला दैट वी हैव बोरोड ब्लड फ्रॉम आवर चिल्ड्रन, तो इसका मतलब फॉसिल फ्यूल पिछले साल और रखेंगे, population is have to have alternative. So today we are going to reaction in sunlight. I hope it's good sunlight today. So you have to find alternative ways. You have to think, hoy ya na hoy, it is besides the point. At least you should try to see whether you are getting it or not. That is what research is. Warner coordination theory पढ़ी है, इससे अच्छी कोई theory नहीं है, एक नहीं आ रहा, दूसरा बनाया, फिर तीसरा बनाया, मैं bidentate ligand ले रही हूँ, कार्बन है मेरे लिए, I am not getting third isomer and so on. So that is why, that is the way you have to do your research. Negative is also positive. Something. आपने कुछ किया नहीं आया, then other person will not do what you have. Okay, design for energy efficiency मैंने बोल ही दिया. Fossil fuels are depleting, so we have to have alternative. We use ultrasound for heating. We use solar energy for heating. Then we have the chemical energy and so on. So try to have the renewable resources of energy. So that is the main resource. Up feedstock. प्लांट से यूज कर लो, प्लांट से सॉल्वेंट बन जाते हैं, प्लांट से सब कुछ हो जाता है। आजकल वो आपने पॉलीलैक्टिक एसिड पॉलीमर बनाया, वो बेस से बनाया था, एंड देन when I gave that in industrial case study in the syllabus, then later on, whenever you do this polylactic acid, उन्होंने बोला जब दो polylactic acid waste होगा, ये हमको दे दो वापस आप, तो तुमको क्यों दे रहे हैं? वेस्ट का मतलब ये है, हमने बीच में डाली और एक प्लांट हो गया। That biofuel चीज है, you have bio waste, that is how you degenerate it. Put it in the soil and something else will come out. I saw a very beautiful cell phone का cover. जब ठंडा हो गया उसने उसको सॉइल में डाल दिया, और so that is what should be. So one has to be careful कि आप कैसे कर रहे हैं काम, कैसे नहीं कर रहे हैं. So this is very very important. These days due to preparation of nanoparticles, the phytoremediation is becoming very very. Okay, reduce derivatives. Reduce derivatives का मैंने आपको पढ़ाएगा, पहले एक तो खुद को प्रोटेक्ट कर दो, आपने दो चीजें किसी की सेम हो रही है, एक को प्रोटेक्ट कर दो, फिर उसको डी प्रोटेक्ट कर दो. दिस मींस यू आर इंक्रीजिंग वन मोर स्टेप, यू आर इंक्रीजिंग वन मोर स्टेप. दैट मींस आप फिर पहले दोगे उसको, हीट दोगे, सॉल्वेंट दोगे, उसको प्रोटेक्टिव ग्रुप दोगे, उसके बाद अब मैं एसिटाइल बनवाऊंगी, बट एसिटाइल प्रिपरेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू, बिकॉज जब फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री में प्रोटेक्शन करना ही पड़ता है, बट देन यू हैव टू सी दैट and we feel that the protection should be avoided. Okay, catalyst. Catalyst सबको मालूम है, catalyst is very important. आपकी heat energy कोई चीज, the best reaction is one done at room temperature. That is the best reaction. और जब आपने catalyst लिया, आपने temperature को decrease कर दिया, so at least कर दिया. And I saw that your man was giving a lecture on biocatalyst. So biocatalysts work at very mild conditions. So they are very good biocatalysts. We do one reaction, क्या होगा हमारे मैम ने, हम बनाते हैं benzoin condensation. Benzoin condensation हम करते हैं, तुमने theory में पढ़ा होगा benzoin condensation. Benzoin condensation, you use NaCN, sodium cyanide, and then you these days we make it with something that. Kanpur में I had some people were contacting me, and I had UP के सब teachers के साथ I had a webinar, and then I asked them कि तुम क्या क्या करते हो, मैं benzoin condensation करते हैं, मैंने अच्छा वो भी ठीक है. You know what? People start their reaction with 4 grams of substance, 5 grams of substance, and NaCN कितना लगेगा? मैंने बोला कि बच्चों को क्या नाक पकड़ के क्या बंद करके, because I use KCN once and मेरी बुरी हालत. NEC and MSc student doing it and you are not even aware of that what it can do. And they are, then I thought I write. And I think I must tell them that all those people are using this platform. And for you people like Delhi University for many years, एक हमारे जमाने से प्रिपरेशन है टेट्रामीन कॉपर टू सल्फेट अभी तक बनी इतना मैं हमने चेंज करने की कोशिश और डल गए हैं बट स्टिल दे डू दैट 2.5 grams of the starting material copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is not very good. तो नीला कूटा सफेदी में डालते थे पहले कि आपके मौत नहीं आएंगे और वो नहीं होगा. So that means it is not very safe. But still we were to 2.5 को अब मुश्किल से कॉलेज जा जाके बोला कि 1 ग्राम. Children are so smart. सब कुछ तो तुम कर लेते तो तुमको 0.1 ग्राम से भी तुम आराम से काम कर लो. So these things are very important. इतना ज्यादा कंपाउंड लेंगे उतना ज्यादा सॉल्वेंट लगेगा उतना ज्यादा हीट एनर्जी होगी उतना ज्यादा सब कुछ करेगा और उतना ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा. तो इफ यू स्टार्ट विद 1 ग्राम you reduce 2.5 से कितना आपका कम होगा. So once you start this catalyst, next is design for degradation. तो पता होना चाहिए कि डिग्रेड कैसे करेगा आपका पर्टिकुलर जो रिएक्शन है. अगर बायो लोगे तो वो आराम से हो जाएगा उसके लिए ज्यादा जरूरत. तो chemical products should be designed so that the end of their function they will persist in and instead break down complex degradation process. Have you ever realized that the amount of medicine we are consuming, जब आप वो निकल जाती है जो नहीं होती नहीं तो whatever it is goes to the drain and goes to the streams and so on, and after that you know that कई species का gender change हो रहा है because of the hormonal effects with the medicines they are taking. जैसे आपकी एंटीबायोटिक हो गई या डायबिटिक हो गई या कुछ है उसमें the gender is changing because excess is excreted and water में पहले ही इतने सारे माइक्रोप्लास्टिक क्या क्या पड़ा है इसके ऊपर ये आ जाए तो we have to be very careful about all. The next is real-time analysis. तो बायोडिग्रेडेशन का ये मतलब है कि वो बायोडिग्रेड करके आपको कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड दे दें पानी दे दें ताकि वो एयर में चले. सोच के आई थी आपको एक और चीज बताऊं. हाई राइजिंग बिल्डिंग्स में ग्लास को क्लीन करना कितना मुश्किल है. तो व्हाट दे आर डूइंग ये कैटलिस्ट में बोलना था बताइए गॉड. तो उसके ऊपर लेयर ऑफ फोटो टाइटेनियम डाइऑक्साइड. तो उससे क्या होता है जब सनशाइन से जो आपकी डस्ट है दैट इज कन्वर्टेड टू कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर दैट इज क्लीनिंग योर नेचर. So this is you must read all these things. Some green chemist बन गए हो. Beginning it was very nicely explained. So this is happening in the high rising. Biomimicry is another very. I don't want to start with that one. उसी से याद है कि टर्माइट को देख के South in Kenya or some place they have made a building. आपकी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की कंजम्पशन 1/10 हो गई है तो टर्माइट का जो छोटे आप बोल होते हैं आप देखें तो that simply the temperature inside. So they can index and देखिए कि बाहर छोटे छोटे होल्स करके जाने से लगाएं कंजम्पशन. Okay, real time analysis for prevention. इसका बस एक अच्छे से है आपने कोई रिएक्शन किया उसके एंड में आपने इसी लगा दी एमएस लगा दी के क्या क्या निकल रहा है उसके एंड में आपने आईआर लगा दिया करके एवरीथिंग इज ऑनलाइन. तो ऑनलाइन होने से आपका ऑनलाइन होने से जैसे यूनिट की टेस्टिंग कराने जाते बाय द टाइम इट रीचेस द लैब इट हैज आपके लैब्स हो गए 4-5 आवर्स उसमें क्या ऑक्सीडेशन हुई क्या नहीं हुआ. तो इट इज बेटर कि अगर ऑनलाइन है तो आपने रिएक्शन किया आपने टेस्ट करना सीधा अगर वो विजिबल से लगा हुआ है तो आपके पास स्पेक्ट्रा आ जाएगा. सो दिस इज रियल टाइम. Giving the time to prepare your compound and find out. इनहेरेंट सेवर एक्सटेंशन, वो मैंने आपको बार्गेन स्ट्रेटजी में बताई दिया है, that is IST, that this is about 12 principles of green chemistry. All are interrelated. Must have gone your head ये science से हो जाएगा, and this is really good that critically enhances आपका critical सोचने का तरीका चेंज होगा. आपने लाइक एक कुछ भी मैं पढ़ाने जाती थी, ग्रेविमेट्रिक एनालिसिस करेंगे, गूगल है उसमें से ये बता दिया. इतने सालों कोऑर्डिनेशन पढ़ा के अनसिमेट्रिकल बायोइडेंटिटी टू आइसोमर एक लिख के आ जाते थे और कर दिया, किसी ने क्वेश्चन भी नहीं. तो आई प्रेजेंटेड इट पेपर इन 5 जैसे रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग द करिकुलम फॉर इंडियन, and this was one of the experiments. Then my eminent students, they were the paper and they did this experiment. That is the best green chemical known so far, aluminium hydroxide. तो ग्रेविटी एक्सप्रेशन है, उसको हमने फिर जूम में किया कि जितना भी आपका टीवी स्क्रीन में ग्रीन कलर आता है तो अब इसको हम सेलिएंट पिक्चर्स कर लेते हैं. क्या है ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री के कौन सा अच्छा रिएक्शन है बोलो. Best reaction is one in which all atoms of the reactants are incorporated. Starting products are renewable. Product of one reaction moved as a reaction of other. जो भी आपका निकलेगा उसको आप यूज कर. There are some reactions where helic anhydride बनती है, कॉपर को लेके उसके साथ ये मॉलिक्यूल करके कॉपर क्लोराइड. तो whatever is हमने बायोडीजल बनाया, बायोडीजल का बेस होना ग्लिसरीन था, उससे हमने एक सोप बना दिया. So these days they say that whatever you do when from base have to have the base which is then reduced should be utilized. Starting products should be renewable. ये तो पता ही हो गया. Then product of one reaction with the reaction at room temperature. This is very important. तो heat energy नहीं देनी पड़ेगी, fossil fuel नहीं जाएगा, आपका inexpensive procedure हो जाएगा. Alternative sources of energy, solar energy, microwave. बड़े बड़े 24 घंटे के जो रिएक्शन हुए, हर पेपर आए जा रहे हैं दोबारा माइक्रोवेव शुरू हुआ. हमारे कलीग जो अमेरिका में रहते थे, रोज उनका एक पेपर आ गया, क्या किया वो वाला रिएक्शन 10 घंटे में किया था, माइक्रोवेव आपका आ गया 5 मिनट. तो सारे इतने जल्दी हो गए. पहले भी एक रशिया तो कॉपर टेलोसाइनिन हमने पब्लिश भी कर लिया जर्नल ऑफ केमिकल एजुकेशन. बाद में आई बिकेम द रिव्यूअर, तो उन्होंने बोला मैडम अब हम हाउस होल्ड माइक्रोवेव ओवन हम नहीं अलाउ करेंगे. तो एक और ने तो दे टोल्ड मी कि नहीं करेंगे. सो आई गॉट अनदर जर्नल आल्सो सेंड पेपर. आई सेड कैन नॉट एक्सेप्ट दिस वन बिकॉज़ माइक्रोवेव जो हाउस होल्ड है, हमको ये नहीं पता चलता अंदर कितना प्रेशर है, कितना टेम्परेचर है, ये है. These are avoided, but microwave technique is very good technique. It is time. Use of the catalyst has been solving the not solving. Yes, this is about your chemistry. So green chemistry time कितना है? And I will take minimum for giving the experiments. कितना? 15 minutes. Much to help solve issues such as chemical pollution, health concerns, source depletion, inefficiency of processes for synthesizing chemical products, avoid the use of toxic and hazardous reagents. So this is this. Improvement may be made based on the okay. Environmental chemistry versus green chemistry, I have already told you. पहले pollution हो जाएगी, फिर किस करोगे इसकी बाय है. Okay, this is very. It is not necessary that if you are a chemistry student or a chemistry person, then only green chemistry is helpful. Because you are going to industry, you know that what are different ways of synthesizing, you know what the principles are. Students, those who take green chemistry paper in ESC, they got admission in Institute of ICL में, and then Bangalore वाले institute, IICT, and they used to ask us कि आपने ये सब कुछ किया है? हमने बोला हाँ सब कुछ किया. So I told one industry के मेरे को ये बना के दे दूँ कि तुम्हारा टैग बच जाएगा, मेरी लैब अच्छी कर. So do all these things. So these are part for what? Education तो है. I told you that one of my students said कि chemistry इतनी अच्छी है हमें मालूम नहीं था. It teaches problem solving skills and critical thinking valuable skills to people as it is principle based. Infusing enthusiasm into class towards chemistry and inspires yeah, for policy maker MBA होंगे it doesn't matter, but they should be knowing what this chemistry is because it ensures public health and safety, creates an environment for clean chemistry innovation, offers funding for research and its commercialization for green jobs. So कोई higher position पे है should know कि उनको funds allocate करने हैं. For business people, okay, किसी ने पूछा ही नहीं green क्यों है? Green is color of money. Green is your green, US dollar green है, हमारा भी green है सब. So this is very saves money. शुरू में research के लिए, थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. But इतना ज़्यादा आप environmental laws को ठीक करने में पैसे लगा देते हैं तो why not do it? So for business people, green chemistry is a way to use profits, increase productivity, and ensure sustainability on zero waste. Okay, now this is very important. When you go to buy for anything, everyone sees what are the contents. Customers are now demanding for a product. Is it green? Does it contribute to global warming? Was it made from non-depletable sources for public? Cleaner, safer, healthier environment, greener products, and ample job. Okay, sustainable development of ma'am. Talk about all these things before they sustainability and sustainable development. Sustainable development. And when one thinks of sustainability, what comes to your mind? A vast collection of plastics in the ocean, carbon emissions from millions of cars, huge mountains of garbage, presence of microplastic in the oceans that are in the trophic chain. आपकल बच्चों के में भी आपको यही मिलेगा. तो दूध पिला रहे हैं that milk contains microplastic. So it is really going to trouble each and everyone. Chemical compounds manufactured by humans have been found in ice of Antarctica and inside wild animals. Increase in temperature, emission of gases such as carbon. So we are very much concerned about plastic. Other day there was the organization, I think there was the Terry ke logon ne do Times of India media card. Okay, get about this. So how fast should we use the fossil fuels? That is important. How much waste of pollution can be saved in the environment? This is and develop more renewable. Green chemistry advances work on sustainable future as it seeks to India sustainable development goals. There are 17 goals, and green chemistry is responsible for these 7 goals. And we can. The person who was before that person, she had come to deliver a talk on SDGs and how SDGs can be related to history. And then this presentation which I am going to go, I think I will be showing you lack of time, but that is why I बस इसका ये है कि हमारा फूड प्रोडक्शन कैसे बढ़ेगा जब हमारे पास अच्छे प्रोडक्ट आएंगे. हम चाहते हैं कि नाइट्रोजन एटमॉस्फेयर में ना जाए और यूजर हो जाए. So that is labor problem development. Then we have instinct stabilizing nitro fertilizers to reduce air emission. So then can increase the emission of greener technology also comes under education. Then health and well-being में क्या है? Health and well-being में you should have good pharmaceutical medicines इसमें आपका ग्रीन कैसे होगा, 7 को हमने 4 में कर दिया, हमने 1 में कर दिया, हमने वेस्ट को रिड्यूस कर दिया, हमने इसको अच्छा कर दिया, दैट इज योर एसपी health and well-being. That some of the drugs which have been improved. Then clean water and sanitation also we have required. But I'm not going to talk about this energy. We know that energy this thing, solar energy. Climate I want to talk because how to change the climate. Some Bombay and दो चीजें लेके आई थी पेरिस एग्रीमेंट. I want to talk about that. पेरिस एग्रीमेंट में क्या हुआ था? We have the increase of methane gas, the atmosphere, and we have increase of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is coming from vehicles. तो हमारे पास अच्छे vehicles आ रहे हैं जो हमारे चेंज हो जाते हैं. But hydrogen gas, hydrogen is very good technology for. तो हाइड्रोजन जब बर्न होगी तब वाटर होती है, बट इसमें एक्सप्लोजन का चांस है कि जरा सा लीकेज होगी काम हो जाए. ना पेरिस एग्रीमेंट ने बोला कि हम आपको ये नहीं बोलते कि आप क्या करें, नॉट आर, बट इफ यू आर मीटिंग वी आर नॉट सेइंग दैट डोंट, बिकॉज दिवाली करती है गाय जब बोलते हैं यहाँ पे दिवाली, तो जितना ज्यादा नीड कंजम्पशन होगा उतना ज्यादा नीड मिथेन मिलेगा और इतनी ज्यादा आपको टेम्परेचर का प्रॉब्लम हो, क्लाइमेट चेंज का प्रॉब्लम. तो लोगों ने बोला कि अब मीट तो खाना है, पीपल आर वेजिटेरियन बट वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट फूड हैबिट्स. तो बाय बाय काउ मिथेन एंड बाय बाय कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, इसलिए बच्चे मीट मूवमेंट इन आवर कार्बन आर्ट्स. सिमिलरली अब काउल का क्या है एमिशन, मीथेन इमिशन को कहते हैं कि उनको एक दवाई दे दो तो आई थिंक इंडिया हैज आल्सो मेड अधिक धारा द काइंड ऑफ मैम जो आज आप बोल रहे हो हमारे तो भी रिलेटेड. So this is the thing which they are doing cows now, because cows are specially raised for meat purpose. And when you go abroad and then तो लगता है कि हमको नहीं खाना है, इसलिए काउस फर्क है क्या काउस है. That is what yes, stock and education, please sustain time. But ये कहना चाहूंगी कि टेलीफोन में जितने भी आपके एलिमेंट्स हैं ये वाली टेबल देखना, बाय एलिमेंट्स इन स्मार्ट सोसाइटी ऑफ लंदन में क्या है, आपके रेयर अर्थ जो है डिप्लीट कर रहे हैं. रोज आपका नया मॉडल आता है, नए मॉडल में आप देखो दैट मोबाइल फोन्स आर गोइंग टू बी ए लग्जरी वेरी वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, क्योंकि जब आपको मेटल्स ही नहीं आपके पास है. तो अब आजकल क्या है, रीसाइक्लिंग ऑफ योर मोबाइल. ब्रॉड हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी दे हैव ए काउंटर, उसमें जाके अपना मोबाइल फोन डाल दो. And there is a way by which you can reclaim those, recycling it very good project for you. Something ये मैंने आपको एक दिखाया था, झूठी में बैठ के बेचारे निकालते हैं, it is very dangerous. आपको कोबाल्ट देखो, that is needed, that is one of the most important. Artisanal metallurgy होती है कि जब छोटे बच्चे उस गंध में हाथ डाल के कोबाल्ट निकालें, people have stopped buying, like the black diamond is exactly the same way that people have stopped buying cobalt from those countries because they feel that it's not right for them. So there are presidential green chemistry challenge award आप जाके देखना, there is फाइल रनिंग आउट हो गया. ये presidential green chemistry challenge award recycling mission of rare earth को जाके देखोगे, you get some idea कि उसका कॉम्प्लेक्स बना के कैसे सेट. तो ये थी क्यूरियोसिटी स्टार्ट है जो आपको शायद अलाउड नहीं है बाय आई डोंट नो, बट यू कैन ऑलवेज कलेक्ट, बिकॉज़ हमारा सबसे कबाड़ी जो है वो सबसे अच्छा रिसाइकलिंग वाला है. उसका काम है सारा गंद लेना और उसको सेग्रीगेट करके बेच देना. तो यू कैन, एंड आपका जो टीवी है उसमें बहुत सुंदर वो क्रिस्टल्स आपको लिक्विड क्रिस्टल्स मिलते हैं. There are so much work on that. So some गया फ्यूचर, ये पढ़ लो एक बारी। ये स्माइली वो है जिनको नोबेल प्राइज मिला था बकी बॉल्स के लिए, C60 वाले, and he's a smiley. और it's a very good, he was a very good social person also. We are the only species that can destroy the earth, take care of it and nurture all that live on it, and especially. I'm urging you to work on these things. For whatever reason, this planet was built specifically for us. Working on this planet is an absolute foreign work. Let's go out and do what methodologies हैं, ये सबको पता है, एक्सपेरिमेंट साइंस एंड कॉम्पाउंड्स ऑफ द मटेरियल कैसे करते हैं। तो व्हाट इज टू बी डन, बहुत सारा वेस्ट जनरेट होता है लैब में, कहां से वेस्ट होता है, आप सॉल्वेंट आपके केमिकल पर ही छोड़ जाते हो या और जितने रिएजेंट्स हैं वो चले गए, हमारे पास कोई रिसाइक्लिंग का प्रोसीजर नहीं। आई रिमेंबर व्हेन बॉय केम एंड के बाद मैं अपना बिजनेस करूंगा, वो बात चला गया ज्यादा अच्छा, तो देते ही नहीं अपना रिसाइक्लिंग। बहुत कोशिश की but it doesn't work, so you have to find your ways, segregate the this is very very important. Minimization of waste, qualitative analysis of inorganic mixture done by semi-micro analysis and micro technique today. Then macro analysis में everything goes to the chain. So very very difficult to segregate water purification के लिए MCQ काम spot test to determine time, qualitative organic analysis for preliminary functional spot test, synthesis of inorganic compound and inorganic derivatives should be done with using drug starting material. आपका ट्राई ऑक्सीलेटोफेरेट करोगे काम से पहले कराते हो, हाँ कम से करो, इतने से भी कर दो, यू नीड नॉट आस्क, आप उसको 1 ग्राम से कम से करो तो आपका कैसा। And solvent-free synthesis should be done with organic derivatives and inorganic separation wherever possible. For following are the steps. हम क्या करते हैं, जो बनाते हैं उसको सेव करते हैं। क्या आप वैनिला लाइट बनाओगे, ऐसी कैंडल लाइट बनाओगे, उसको बॉटल में रख लो, उसके बाद जब आपको एक्स्ट्रा एलिमेंट करना है तो ऐसी कैंडल लाइट का ही कर दो, नई बॉटल से क्यों निकालोगे नाइट्रोजन करने के लिए या सल्फर करने। तो आप चीजें बचा के रखो, उनको लाइब्रेरी कि हमने लाइब्रेरीज बना दी, हम बेचारे करते हैं बॉडी में हम लाइब्रेरी जो भी आप करते हो, जैसे आप इनऑर्गेनिक करोगे, ये मैंने किया बनाए थे हमारे कोर्स, तो उसको हमने आगे उसका वगैरह बनाने समर प्रोजेक्ट्स, ये वाला मैं आपको एस्टिमेशन करना। ये देखो कि फ्लोरेसेंट है, अंडर ग्रेजुएट फॉर द फर्स्ट वन टू बाय इट एंड टू शो देम। अच्छा ये तुम्हारे लिए मैं लाई हूँ द फर्स्ट ग्रीन एक्सपेरिमेंट, बहुत सुंदर है। मिरांडा हाउस में एक प्रोजेक्ट वर्कशॉप चल रही थी, मैंने कहा ये लेके जाती हूँ, आई टू पैकेज, both were colorless. By the time I reached Miranda House, वो correct हो गया था, so the reaction was too fast and without any. Then my students did this kind of projects, and ये biodiesel है, ये अभी सबकी करते हैं, very good, and see the published paper with undergraduate students. उसके बाद आप देखो रहा हुआ है लिटरेचर, बायोडीजल बहुत बन रहा है, बायोडीजल बनने के बाद जो उसकी ग्लिसरीन आती है वो मुफ्त में दे देते हैं, तो यू हैव टू थिंक ऑफ स्टार्टिंग समथिंग फ्रॉम द ग्लिसरीन, स्टार्टअप बहुत अच्छा हो सकता है, फिर भी एक सोप अच्छा सोप बना सकते हो, वी हैव कुकुम ऑयल these days from south that ये वाला जो आपका है ऑर्गेनिक है, अगर आपको चाहिए तो सॉल्ट का भी आप जो आप सॉल्ट बनाते हो, देखो Gibbs apparatus based on water, but Gibbs apparatus have sodium sulfide, so that's a better thing. But sodium sulfide is also not good because starting with a daily sulfur check. And then pH adjustment sink में जाएगा उसमें जाके pH water में जाएगा. अब आप देखो क्वालिटेटिव एनालिसिस करते तो क्या कर सकते हो आप होली के कलर सब दे रहे हो आप लाइंस के टाइम्स देख लो क्या आपको पता चल जाएगा किसी ने आर्सेनिक तो नहीं डाला किसी ने मर्क्यूरी तो नहीं डाला तो इट इज वेरी गुड तो होली कलर्स ऑफ हमने किया था अनहोली कलर्स ऑफ होली एक बच्चे ने ITL are emerged in various rivers which contaminate water. उसमें देख लो कार्बोनेट मिलेगा आपको alkaline presence of chromium in water body. आप कार्बन के पास जाओ आपको सारा लेटर जो है से टैनिंग I think the Sharma and all for photo registration से then you can add on to you want to do green chemistry, you can do add-on course. इसमें आपको पूरे अच्छे से बताए जाएंगे और आपको बोलेंगे कि आप बहुत कुछ काम करो. And the future I want to tell. अच्छा, मैं was talking about commitment. आपके किसी मैंने commitment की बात की. ME can a group of educationists have grown impatient because of progress of incorporating or according to them, students should have the knowledge of 12 which they can apply to their workplace after graduation for safer, less toxic and healthier environment. They are ready to take pledge to the pledge of the initiation for the green chemistry commitment. So there are green chemistry chapters you can find out from beyond the line organization. Your school can be a green chemistry chapter for them. Then all information and so on, then you can also get green chemistry. Okay, I wrote a book for, I wrote a chapter for excellence of my college. And I wanted to end the chapter कि कैसे करूँ आपको I was going to speak. तो मैंने कहा कि ये लिखा है कि why have we fixed near future? Why have we fixed green to chemistry? Green chemistry was very simple English की थी मैंने कहा वो उसको बहुत अच्छा लगा इसका मैं all this is still only the beginning. Knowledge of green chemistry and conviction of its urgency need to spread to greater practice. Till a time will come, hopefully in the near future, and the prefix green comes later because the word chemistry will be essentially green. So much. What I think friendship for you. I think you are the future of our society. To start and you can have to let me start maybe the people starting and that भी करने मेरे को नहीं पता. You want to see or you doing that? See the slides? This type of practice.